Well, hello, 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 my Cancerian collective sun, moon, rising signs. Welcome to your full moon to new moon reading for April 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Please call me Mal, all my friends do. Professional witch, professional intuitive, and president of DrawingTheCircle Productions. Very happy to be working for you this fine day. What an interesting astrological time we have in front of us. But before we get into that, please, if you are new to my channel, please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I'm seriously trying to put out content every single day. Even if it's not a specific zodiac read, I'm doing live streams 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. when I can do them, when I'm not totally burned out, right? And different stuff going on. So you might want to know, because we're having a lot of fun. These chat groups, the super chats, whatever, a lot of fun. AM, PM, Eastern, cool. That being said, this is a general read, right? So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, check your other signs. We really should make a jingle for that and use it like YouTube for all the readers. Keep it general. Okay. So we're doing something a little different this time. We're only doing 5 cards. I know. Me who get to download spreads from the divine that take hours. We're shooting for like between 20 and 30 minutes. Not necessarily a quickie, but with only 5 cards we can go a little bit deeper. And we are doing the element spread, fire, earth, air, water, spirit, but in a different layout. Because when I download a spread, they give it to me visually as well. We're going to be using technically the 4 directions spread. Sometimes it's called east, south, west, north, but I use the center for spirit. You'll see it's kind of pretty cool. I'll pop up a picture at the end. Other than that, just know that this could be a very tricky, well, it's a tricky time we're in now anyway, duh, which is why these readings are all based on self-healing regardless of the sign. Now, self-healing, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, in terms of holistic health and balance. Please be wise with your choices. Please listen to, the authorities and stuff like that. Do what you got to do. Because then we can just sort of understand that, lay that subject to the side, and get into what the spiritual healing aspect is, right? Get from spirit as well as from the divine some clues, some tips, some hints for you all. Best way to help your destiny unfold. Healing, essentially, is the same thing. So let's do exactly that. Just keep in mind we are looking at the full moon in Libra, so it's going to be a lot of one-on-one partnerships, balance, justice, stuff like that going on. That's April 7th. Oh, right, 10:15 p.m., 9 p.m. in my Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for short Facebook group. I'll be doing a little magic there at 9 p.m. and then 11 p.m. as usual. I'll be there right after the peak of full moon, but I'm going to save the card draw for YouTube. Got it? So little magic, and then readings, right? Facebook, then YouTube. I guess I'm multi-platformed. I haven't gotten to Instagram yet, but I want to. It's just a lot of work for one witch. Anyway, that's the full moon. The new moon in Taurus, April 22nd, 10:26 p.m. So that's like practically last thing at night. And that's a wonderful thing that we're looking at. We're looking at Libra to Taurus, but to get to that Taurus new moon, we have to go through dark moon in Aries. So that's the caution that I've been getting throughout these readings, is like, even if you don't have planets in Aries, the dark moon in Taurus, considering what's going on, could be, let's just say, passionate and volatile. It's a nice way of saying it. And let's stay on that diplomatic tangent, shall we, as we get your cards. Nice, deep breath. Ah, my angels, there you are. Please, my angels, one card in clarity for the Cancerian collective, sun, moon, rising sign, for this full moon in Libra to new moon next in Taurus, please. What is the card for their element of air, the power of the east, the healing of their mind? Since this is healing with the angels, please, one card for my Cancerians, this full moon to new moon next. Now, do keep in mind, yes, I see the card before you do on the reader. I'm allowed to do that. that this is waning moon. Yes, full moon, when the moon rides at her peak, then ye heart's desire seek. Absolutely. If truer words really ever been said. But keep in mind, then we're in the waning part of the moon, and you've got surrender and release. Now, please keep in mind you are ruled by the moon. My mother's a Cancerian. I have had a Cancerian woman in my life practically every day of my life in one way, shape, or form. So with a lifetime case of crabs in that way, I can tell you that you all get a little bit moody dark moon. Just saying, right? Like, regardless, I've noted when you live a life of patterns and cycles and symbols, oh my, you kind of notice these things. So keep in mind, though, it is in the mental. You are water signs, but this is the element of East. So yes, surrendering old ideas, surrendering old beliefs, things that really don't serve you. Now, how do you know what serves you and what doesn't? What is it doing to you emotionally and mentally, and how is it affecting your choices, right? Because there's your, right, your fire is your choices, your water is your emotions, your earth is your body, and of course to turn inwards towards spirit. But to be in a place of surrender and release, I let go and let God, I let go and let Goddess. And there are so many different ways to do that, but let's get your other cards on the table and see what's going on, like in particular with the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack, what's affecting, or what you need to be aware of or look at in your element of fire, the power of the South, transformation, changes, will, desire, that which you burn for, that which you yearn for, and also the decisions that you make that change your life. And now is a time like that. So let's see what's going on there from the Ascended Masters. Please, my Ascended Masters, one card in clarity for the Cancerian collective. Sun, Moon, rising sign from this full moon in Libra to new moon next in Taurus. Please, a piece of the problem so they can be aware, a piece of luck for them to be aware of. A piece of healing that they can flow and move with, or a piece of grace that they can just bask in, please, for my Cancerian collective, this full moon to new moon next April 2020. Oh, good. True love. Okay, so choose true love. Let true love transform you. Now, true love in this sense, yes, looks awfully lovey-dovey, romantic. And maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It is in your fire position. And also know that there's nothing wrong with wanting true love in a time of global upset. I'm trying to watch my words. You know, what is true love to you? I mean, I started writing a book on it, and then my life changed so drastically on the path of true love, couldn't write the book. Oh, I'll get back to it. We've got the majority of it written. It's just updating everything now, because it's on the other side, right? Tweaking it all. But what does that mean to you? How do you choose true love for yourself? Is it true love of yourself? Is true love divine love in human form? So we're never without it because we are one with the divine, right? Something there very spiritual for you, but I want to see what's going to go on with your emotions, because remember, these elements are not independent of each other, particularly air and water. You condense air, you get water. You evaporate water, you get air. So let's ask the daughters of the moon, the voices of the goddess, for what's going on, because this is your sign, right? Here's your sign. Time traveling already. Well, it is a Sunday, and the moon is in Virgo, and I am a Virgo, and I did do Sunday morning services this morning on YouTube as a super chatty kind of thing. We had fun. I am a Dionysus archetype. Nice deep breath. Let's ask the goddesses. Oh, my goddesses, please, one card in clarity for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign from this full moon in Libra to new moon next in Taurus, please. My Virgin, my Queen, my Crown, Hestia, Hera, Hecate, please. What's going on in their element of water? What does the Cancerian need to be aware of this full moon to new moon next? April 2020. Whew. They really came in. The lovers. Now look. True love and the lovers. Now that, of course, is going to play itself out on so many different ways. But, you know, keeping in mind that the majority of people on planet Earth are probably, what is that word? Sequestered, the one they keep saying in place. I keep forgetting it because sequestered, I'm used to that. It's such like a monk term. Sheltering in place, thank you. That this might be hard to relate to at this moment in terms of a full moon to a new moon. But keep in mind that the Lover's card, though we want it so much to be the romantic sexual, now is not the time for hooking up, right? So what does it mean when, because we'll see what's in your element of earth next, but just looking at what you got going here, surrender and release what you think this is, because you don't know. These are little teeny tiny pieces of a much larger, I don't like using the word cosmic, quantum thing. Right? These are like little things that you just happen to be watching at this time, and it's totally scripted this way. So really look at the other meanings for the card of the Lovers. It's so often about a decision that has to balance the divine masculine of the head with the divine feminine of the heart, right? It's so hard sometimes to make a wise decision. Do we go with our heart? Do we go with our head? Well, is there a way to make them the same choice or life-changing decision? Because it's major arcana card. Well, what's going on in your desire? You want true love. Can you decide for true love, the real true love, one that ain't dependent upon what anybody else does, but that blows what anybody else does, pardon the pun, out of the water? Really not intentional pun there, but you know, that's the path of true love. And you know what they say, once you stop looking for it. But that's the thing, you're so in love with the divine, right? True love. Yourself essentially at core, but the quantum field. These are spiritual healing readings. Let's ask your higher selves. I have a funny little story about this. For this deck, I love this deck, the Whispers of Love Oracle for the voices of the higher self. So when the guides are talking me through which decks to use for the 5 elements and the 5 directions and all that, they said, all right, use the Whisper of Love for Earth. I'm like, well, wouldn't that be water? And they're like, it's the voices of the higher selves. Who else really cares more about the physical Earth environment embodiment of how their soul is in play in the game? And I was like, oh. So, you know, I'm a mystic. I go a lot on faith. It's like, you show me, they showed me. So let's ask your higher selves for your element of earth in powers of north. Breathe. The higher selves of all involved, please, one card in clarity for the Cancerian collective sun, moon, rising sign for this full moon in Libra to new moon next in Taurus. What do they need? What is a whisper of love to help them with the physical, to help them spiritually heal in the physical? I love you. I love you. It's the same thing. This card is called I love you. I don't even have to look at it. These are very important words. That's exactly what it says on it. These are very important words. These are very important words. I love you. I love you. I could certainly give my opinion right there. It could end the reading right there, but you know I'm getting you a Matt Kahn healing mantra. It's a healing spread. For the element of earth there to have I love you, surrender your ideas about this in the East. In terms of your fire, your desire, there's nothing wrong with wanting true love, but I understand the course of true love never did run smooth. Duh, Billy Shakespeare, right? Midsummer Night's Dream. We've known this for centuries. So to choose it, right, your element of fire, it's okay to want that. And of course, that decision, it's going to be life-changing on an emotional level, because I think part of the reason why we're all being sequestered, or sequestered with people maybe that we really are, or we have the potential to have true love with, even if it's non-romantic sexual, to really birth love through that. The world needs it right now. Heal your fucking relationships, forgive everybody, but remember, it is a highly individualized curriculum for each and every one of us. So it's how and when you do it is your individual path. And literally, you cannot compare them, because we all came in to do different things within the larger plan. So life-changing, emotional stuff going on here. And of course, why wouldn't that lead to the only thing that's really important? These words are very important. I love you. Whether you're going to chant them as a mantra, nothing wrong with it. Like Catherine Ponder, Florence Scovel Shin, or if you want to Ho'oponopono, right? The first grace I learned in Ho'oponopono, as many of us did, is I love you. I love you. I mean, you watch Ho'oponopono videos. They're great on YouTube. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade, but I love you. I love you. Just like, whoa, it's almost like Muzak voice, but you know, absolutely. To love your own heart, to love what rises, the fifth dimensional love revolution, Matt Kahn thing. This is your answer to everything, even silently going on in the physical. Just bless it. I love you silently or aloud. Say it to yourself. Say it to your body. Talk to your body like a baby. Right? Like you pick up a baby, like, I love you. Even when it's crying, it's like, oh, you're shitting yourself and I still love you. Right? Like give yourself, can you give, nobody else needs to know you're doing it, right? You can just do it silently inside yourself. And if you cry, you cry. Very powerful read, my Cancer. I'm loving this so much for you, considering you've got love, love, love. They all have the word love literally written. Your fire, your water, your earth. Let's get you the spirit card, shall we? From the Ascended Masters. A Matt Kahn healing mantra card. I love these so much. One side of the card is the name of the mantra, the other the mantra itself. I use the name of the mantra to look it up in the bookie book because there ain't nothing else written on these cards. And it's too much to memorize, thank you very much, and they're too good of a tool to put it off until I've got them all memorized. Because the world is going through what it's going through. Breathe. My Ascended Masters, please, this is a healing reading. One healing mantra card, the perfect healing mantra card to represent spirit, center, a central thought, a central mantra for them. The Cancerian collective sun, moon, rising signs for this full moon in Libra to new moon next in Taurus. I know it's that last little piece of the corridor, the dark moon in Aries. They just have it highlighted in red for me, but for Aries, but you know, anything that's highlighted red, you're like, oh fuck, what's that? So please, my Ascended Masters, the perfect healing mantra for them, considering what they're going through here, my Cancerians, this full moon to new moon next, April 2020. Integrating the ego. Oh man, now I got the I love you. Everything is for me, not against me. Now, I feel you. You're not even going to see this till later today, and I can feel you. What? Some of you are like, okay, right? Everything is for me, not against me. Integrating the ego. Let me just let the book, because it's so right on. It's so easy. It's like, oh, I don't have an ego. Everybody, there is only one ego, and we all share it. Integrating the ego. Everything is for me, not against me. When your ego is integrated, there are no problems to fix or questions to answer. There are just the aligned responses of the soul's reality, acknowledging life as fertile ground where greater expansion is revealed, right? That's why we come into this world, so that greater expansion can be revealed. As you integrate your ego, every moment can be seen to be conspiring for your highest evolution instead of plotting against you. Considering what's in the air empathically and that you are a water sign, I get the emotional decision you have to make here. This mantra is ideal for overcoming victimhood, being more grateful, and becoming more forgiving. Certainly a surrender of some mind stuff going on there mentally. It's a really, really, really good mantra, and here's why. The water signs in particular, I don't care what planets you have there. I don't care if you have no planets in water anywhere. If you have any kind of sensitivity about you, you're picking up on stuff that's not wholly, W-H-O-L-L-Y, your own, right? So for the healing here, really to think about surrender and release, right? Oh, let's pop up the picture. It's easier that way. Magic clap already. We've got, just in the mind, just surrender and release. Think about surrender and release. Whatever it takes, this is you healing your own mind. I let go and let God is certainly popular. It's been around for a really long time in one way, shape, or form. But there's also that thing of release through the breath, right? Breath work. There's so many different ways to heal, to learn, to grow, just to balance out the mind, Cancerian. And then you add to that the choice of true love. That true love is about healing us with divine love, to really choose the love of the divine in whatever way, shape, or form you experience that because that is the truth of who you are. I mean, there's just so many almost like cliches and platitudes about oneness at this point. I want to tiptoe around it. But it does make sense that it leads into then the element of water there, of the Aphrodite, the lovers, the choice for love, the decision, the life-changing experience of love. And then, of course, within the north there, I love you. These are very important words. It's almost like your spell. It really is your mantra. Like, put it together with, I love you, everything is for me, not against me. I love you, everything is for me, not against me. I love you. To silent, look, you don't have to feel it. You don't even really in the beginning have to mean it. It's a mantra. It's like doing sit-ups. It's like doing yoga. It's like doing anything repetitively. Is there a ritualistic aspect? Sure. But so there is with worry. It's just we're unconscious of the ritual. This is kind of putting things in order in a way without really being in control, but messaging from the, at least the point of view, the place of the mind to the soul, that you are willing to play along with the, really, I love you and everything is for me, not against me, could really take you very, very far and actually reveal choices of true love to you that you may not at this point, before we even get to full moon in Libra. By the way, this makes a lot of sense with Libra full moon, but it feels like you're going to be really, really soon. It's really good, my Cancerians. It's really good, my Crablets. I mean, this is what I want for you. This is what I want for all the Cancerians on planet Earth, right? If I could create a blessing, in fact, let's breathe. May the Cancerian collective sun, moon, rising sign be blessed this full moon to new moon next in April with the surrender and release that they needed in their mind, the true love in their choices, decisions, passions, will, power, the lovers in their heart to make that decision for love where there is a life-changing decision that is made as a result of true love really being welcomed and accepted with the mantra of I love you, I love you, I love you, silently or aloud to the body, to the money, to the world, to everyone in pain, knowing from the soul with the mantra everything is for me, not against me. What a powerful, powerful blessing for these, my Cancerians, my crab cakes, my crablets for this full moon to new moon next. Please, may they be blessed. Hastia Hera Hekate. May the Cancerian collective be blessed for the well-being of all, with all of this and all the miracles they can handle for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you for watching. Please do, click like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And like I said, let me know how you're doing in the comments box below. I don't always reply to everything verbally, but I do check everything off as I go, unless something slips through, which is how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and usual, my darlings. Say it with me. Say it twice. I bless you with the very, very best and the very, very blessed of this full moon to new moon next. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.